we are once again. It's a full moon night, and it's time for theater of the night. I remember a night not too long ago when our company was blessed by the vampire Raphael Osiris and his lovely consort Dominique Lazarus, as they came to perform a vampire ceremony or matrimony in nearby Orlando, Florida, and came this way so we could have the interview with a vampire. We hope we would answer all of our questions, and we enjoyed a very lovely visit. Afterwards, we had to drive like hell through the tornado-strewn landscape as the wind was blowing and thunder was crashing and tornadoes were touching down all over. Millions of dollars of damage were done that night, but we drove safe through the night in our long black Cadillac limousine. I in the driver's seat and my vampires aboard, so we could get them off to New York City by dawn.
And the Covenant is like a group to which you would have knowledge of. Would it involve secrecy?
Well, I would say like the levels of secrecy are currently like only to protect each other and to protect like a growing community from misrepresentations right now.
That sounds awfully vague. I mean,
well, secrecy isn't important to, let's say, in terms of like if you say the secret, the spell is broken.
The secret words or secret rituals or the secret meaning of or people's identity. I mean, does it involve something like that?
There's certain groups that are very shrouded in secrecy.
Okay.
They have several different levels of initiation, and even those within the group aren't aware of what's going on until they reach the next level.
Right.
And
it's a typical secret society structure.
It's typical secret society structure. I think the positive aspects of that are not getting too much too soon, so that you have even in non-secret societies, let's say, in a martial arts structure, for example, you don't go on to the next level until you've fully mastered everything from the first level.
Okay.
And it's simply not to cloud your mind with too many unnecessary things until you fully develop. And you're talking about developing psychic awarenesses and psychic abilities. And the strength of the mind is important in terms of maintaining a definitive structure on that. And
so do you have disciplines similar to martial art disciplines?
Yeah, it's the disciplinary requirements are very like that. It's it's a very physical and mental discipline focus.
Does this have anything to do with the OTO?
No, that's an entirely different occult organization.
And the Temple of Set?
Yeah, different.
And the Church of Satan?
Different as well.
Okay, all right.
I mean, any vampire occultist or psychic vampire blood feeder is more than welcome to be, it could be expected to be in any other society as well. Like so, like vampires aren't as segregated as you might think.
Okay.
They could be next door, they could be in your organization, they could be in your occult organization, in your church, or in your job or whatever.
But vampires don't proselytize or try to persuade other people to become vampires, do they?
No, that's a very minimal set to. Most people are, let's say, the clinical vampires. One, they wouldn't know how to give someone else their affliction. They're probably they're not probably interested in giving anyone else their affliction.
Well, someone like yourself, for example, an activist. Would that include, hey, join up with the vampires and be like me, sort of thing? Or?
It's what I'm saying is, if anyone's like had feelings or a desire to explore this aspect of their personality or an aspect of this culture as it develops, and hasn't been, likened to it enough, willing to take that step, or has felt negative things about it, my activism is simply to say, look, it's not all that bad. This is what it is. Lay out the truth.